Greetings! Mantaray79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, off the edit deck menu. Here we are on the edit deck menu, and now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be going for is Brandt Gates, Blitz CEO Welstra, D-BT11. Okay dokie, let's get started. Selecting deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu, and like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm going to be building today's video is Brandt Gates, Blitz CEO Welstra deck with cards available up until D-BT11. Alrighty, let's begin. First, we go to the filter settings and then to pack. Show only cards from D-BT1, Genesis of 5 Greats, D-BT2, Bushiroad Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakrabarti, D-BT5, Triumphant Return of Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Collection 2022, Promo Pack number 1, D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-BT7, Raging Flame Against Emerald Storm, D-BT8, Minerva Rising, D-BT9, Dragon Tree Invasion, D-BT10, Dragon Masquerade, Festival Booster 2023, and D-BT11, Rising of Heroes. Applying filters, filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, Ride Deck Grade 3, Blitz CEO Welstra. Skills. First skill, Auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose a product from Order Zone and operate it. Activate its operability. Second skill, Auto as a Vanguard. When you operate a product, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 3, Blitz CEO Welstra, we have 1 the Ride Deck. Next up, the Grade 2, Ride Deck Grade 2, Blitz Technology Researcher Uber. Skills, first skill, action as a Vanguard once per turn. Cost, Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, choose a product from Order Zone and operate it. Activate its operability. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is rolled upon, cost, put a product from Order Zone into drop. If the cost is paid, search your deck or hand for a Grade 2 product card, put into Order Zone. If you search your deck, shuffle deck. If you put a card from hand, draw a card. Okie dokie, the Grade 2 Blitz Technology Researcher Uber, we have 1 in the Ride Deck. Next up, the Ride Deck Grade 1, Blitz Programmer Strazer. Skill, Auto. When this unit is rolled upon, search your deck for up to 1 Grade 1 product card, put into Order Zone. If you search your deck, shuffle deck. If you put a card from hand, draw a card. Affirmative, the Grade 1 Blitz Programmer Strazer, we have 1 in the Ride Deck. And finally, the Grade 0, Ride Deck Grade 0, Blitz Mechanic Wharton, starting unit. Skill, Auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. And confirm the Grade 0, Blitz Mechanic Wharton, we have 1 in the Ride Deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Ride Deck. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck, we are playing the Grade 3, Blitz CEO Welstra. Since we already explained this card's skills and effects during the Ride Deck portion of the video, skipping ahead, Blitz CEO Welstra we have 3 in the main deck. Up next, the Grade 3, Set Order, Product, Mobile Fortress of Obliteration, Freischutz Maximum. Skills, first skill, Continuous, you cannot play this card. Second skill, Auto, operate in the Order Zone. When this card is operated, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Choose one of your opponent's vanguards and it gets minus 5,000 power until end of turn. Then, cost, counterblast 1 and return a rear guard to your hand. If the cost is paid, call this card as a 23,000 power, 1 critical normal unit to an open rear guard circle. If you call a card, put that unit card into Order Zone at the end of turn. And already, the Grade 3, Mobile Fortress of Obliteration, Freischutz Maximum, we have 3 in the deck. And next, the Grade 3, Albar X Striker. Skills, first skill, Continuous as a Rearguard or Guardian. If your opponent's drive check or damage check revealed a triggered unit this turn, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 10,000 shield. Second skill, action as a Rearguard once per turn. Cost, Soul Blast 1, and perform all of the following. If the cost is paid, first effect, this unit gets boost and plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Second effect, cost, remove an over trigger from drop zone. If the cost is paid, this unit gets Continuous as a back row rearguard circle. All of your front row units gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. And affirmative, the Grade 3 Elbart X Striker. We have 2 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we are playing the Grade 2 Operate Master Freiheit. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, if your order zone is a set order, cost, counterblast 1 and discard a card from hand. If the cost and paid, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as your Vanguard or up to 1 product, reveal it, put into hand, and shuffle deck. If you have a Vanguard of Welstra in its card name, choose up to 1 product from your hand and put into order zone. Second skill, auto as a rear guard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard of Welstra in its card name, cost Soul Blast 2. If the cost and paid, choose a product from order zone and operate it. Alrighty, the Grade 2 Operate Master Freiheit. We have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 2 Assault Flight Carrier Lubazol. Skills, first skill, order. After a set order is played, put into order zone. Second skill, auto. When this card is put into order zone, if you have a Vanguard of Blitz in its card name, draw a card and soul charge 1. Third skill, operate auto from the order zone. When this card is operated, if it is your main phase, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 unit card from among them with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, and call to rear guard circle and shuffle deck. If it is your battle phase, draw a card. And okie dokie, the Grade 2 Assault Flight Carrier Lubazol. We have 3 in the deck. And at that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 1 Detonation Monster Bubble Mine. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If your order zone is a set order, cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, countercharge 1. Alrighty, the Grade 1 Detonation Monster Bubble Mine. We have 4 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 1 Planet Wall Dragon Sentinel Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand and discard it. Okie dokie, the Grade 1 Planet Wall Dragon. We have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1 Blitz Order Elementaris Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementaris Sentinel deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost of, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or less. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. Affirmative, the Grade 1 Elementaris Sanctitude. We have 1 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 1 Blitz Mechanic Iskra. Skill, action as a rear guard. If you do not operate a product this turn, cost, counterblast 1 and rest this unit. If the cost and paid, choose a product from order zone and operate it. Activate its operability. And alright, the Grade 1 Blitz Mechanic Iskra. We have 2 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1 Set Order Product Mobile Kennel in Garten. Skills, first skill, order. After a set order is played, put into order zone. Second skill, auto. When this card is put into from hand or order zone into drop during your turn, put this card into order zone or soul. Third skill, auto. Operate auto from the order zone. When this card is operated, call it as a 10,000 power, 1 critical normal unit with boost to an open rearguard circle, and put that unit card into order zone at the end of the turn. Okay, the Grade 1 Mobile Kennel in Garten. We have 2 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1 Blitzstaff Muna. Skills, first skill, Continuous as a rear guard. If your order zone has 3 or more cards, this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects and gets plus 5,000 power. Includes opponent's cards, active on opponent's turn 2. Second skill, auto as a rear guard once per turn. When any player's unit is placed on rear guard circle from order zone during any player's main phase, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, draw a card. And affirmative, the Grade 1 Blitzstaff Muna. We have 3 in the deck. And at that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the Grade 0 Star Dragon DD Infinitude Elder Breath Over Trigger. Skill, trigger, additional effect. Double the power and critical of all of your front row units until end of turn. Increase to double its power and critical when activated. Alrighty, the Grade 0, Star Dragon D of Infinitude Elder Rep over trigger, we have 1 the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Patrol Robo Decker Cop, critical trigger. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the Grade 0, Patrol Robo Decker Cop, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Chain Light Cluster, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, a Melee Connector, draw trigger, skill, continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5000 shields. Affirmative, the Grade 0, a Melee Connector, draw trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, one who pierces transient causality, heal trigger. Skill, auto, when this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm, the Grade 0, one who pierces transient causality, heal trigger, we have 2 in the deck. And next, the Grade 0, Waving Hand of Vacuum Discharge, heal trigger, we have 2 in the deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. With that, the deck's been built, Cardfight explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 4, Grade 3, Blitz CEO Welstra. 3, Grade 3, Mobile Fortress of Obliteration, Freischütz Maximum. 2, Grade 3, Elbart X Striker. 1, Grade 2, Blitz Technology Researcher Uber. 4, Grade 2, Operate Master Freiheit. 3, Grade 2, Assault Flight Carrier Lubazol. 4, Grade 1, Detonation Monster Bubble Mine. 3, Grade 1, Planet Wall Dragon. 1, Grade 1, Blitz Order Elementary Sanctitude. 2, Grade 1, Blitz Mechanic Iskra. 2, Grade 1, Set Order Product Mobile Kennel in Garten. And 3, Grade 1, Blitz Staff Muna. 1, Grade 0, Blitz Mechanic Wharton starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1, Star Dragon D of Infinitude Elder Rep over trigger. 8, critical triggers. 3, draw triggers. And 4, heal triggers. Okie dokie, deck built, Cardfight explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are back in the main menu, going to test out a deck at the fight menu. Selecting CPU fight. The deck I just showcased to you, the Brandt Gates, Blitz CEO Welstra, D-BT11 deck. All looks fine, then selecting the deck, choosing my opponent. For the opponent I'm gonna test out on, I think I'm gonna use it against, I guess I'll go up against Yu Kondo, hard difficulty, and click. The battle begins, let's get started. Here we are in the battle, we're gonna decide who goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors, scissors, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors and paper, I win, going first. Drawing our starting hands. Yes, I got Freiheit. And a critical trigger, Bubble Mine, Eingarten, and a Muna. This is a really good starting hand. Holding on to all normal units and ordered cards, just gonna redraw triggers. Redraw! Planet Wall Dragon, perfect guard, nice, this keeps getting better. Going first, draw. Oh, come on, my over triggers, seriously? It was going so well at the beginning, too. Fine, I'm gonna write from the right deck, Strazer. Right deck cost, I am discarding Eingarten, since its skill lets me put it into Order Zone or Soul. Discarding Eingarten, right Strazer. Skill of Eingarten. I'm going to put it into the Soul. There we go. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. My opponent is riding the Great One, Reno. Going to battle phase, 8k to 8k. 10k, no guard, gonna take it. He drive checks. No trigger, Great One, so 1 damage. Out. Damage check. No trigger, perfect guard, not good. End of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Riding from the right deck, Uber. Right deck cost, discarding critical trigger Decker Cop. Ride, Uber. Skill of Strazer. Look at my deck for a Great One product card. I'm adding Eingarten. Next up, I'm going to activate Uber skill. Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast, and operate a product card. I operate Eingarten. Calling Eingarten to the front row. Call. Next, I'm going to call Bubble Mine to the back row. Call. That ought to do it. Even if my opponent gets lucky but trigger, I have an 18k attacker ready to go through. So, ending my main phase to the battle phase. Uber to Vanguard, 10k to 8k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Grade 3, Persona Ride, not too shabby. 1 damage. Bang, bang, bang. Damage check. No trigger, safe. Yes. 1 less card to worry about. Boosted by Bubble Mine. Eingarten attacks the Vanguard, 18k. He guards with a critical trigger, 23k. And he's a front trigger in the drop zone, 2 less cards to worry about to guard with against me. End of my turn, Eingarten goes back to the order zone. My opponent's turn, he rides the Grade 2. Ryu, critical trigger discarded for right deck cost, not too shabby. He's that Great One skillism called Trickstar. He overdressed by Arena Arcs. Arcs' skill. He draws 2 cards and powers up. Battle phase, Vanguard to Vanguard, 10k, 12k. No guard, gonna take it. He drive checks. No trigger in Arcs, so just 1 damage. Ow. Damage check. No trigger. Here it comes, 15k. No guard, gonna take it. I need at least 2 to 3 counter blasts to work with. Ow. Damage check. Yes, draw trigger, just what I needed. Draw card. Power, yes, I drew another Fry Height. And my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck, Blitz CEO Welstra. Right deck cost, I am discarding. Critical trigger Chainlight Cluster, discard and ride. Blitz CEO Welstra, skill of Uber. I retire Eingarten from the order zone. From deck, I set Luizal. Set. First, Eingarten skill. Return to the order zone from the drop zone. Luizal skill, draw and soul charge. Draw, charge. The card I charged was a draw trigger. It could be worse. Then I'm going to call, I have 2 Eingartens, so, and 3 face-up damage, 4 cards in soul. But my opponent only has 1 card in damage zone. I probably shouldn't rush and go all in. I'll just set up a basic formation. I am just gonna call Fry Heights to rear guard. Should I call? This is a tough choice. I have Muna, but also Fry Heights. Should I call Fry Heights to the right or left column? I should probably call Muna since she can serve as a powerful attacker, so already, I'm gonna call Fry Heights to the rear guard. Call to the right side. Fry Heights is skill. Counterblast 1. Counterblast. Discard a card. Discarding critical trigger Decker Cop. Discard. Search by deck for either another copy by Vanguard or a product card. I am adding Maximum to hand. Eingarten's other skill, setting Maximum to the order zone. Then I call Muna to rear guard. Call. With 3 more cards in my order zone, plus 5,000 power. Not too shabby, I can make this work. Okie dokie, ending main phase, going to battle phase. First, Nuna attacks the Vanguard, 13k. The attack goes through. Bash! Damage check. No trigger. Then, boosted by Bubble Mine, Fry Heights attacks the Vanguard, 18k. Skill of Fry Heights. Soul Blast 2, Soul Blast, and Operator Product card. I'm operating Fry Schutz Maximum. Maximum skill, weaken my opponent's Vanguard power by 5,000 and retiring their rear guard. Not gonna activate the skill yet. CEO Welstra skill plus 5,000 power when I operate a product card. 18,000 power, so he guards critical trigger, 20,000 power, just barely enough. Then, here comes Bubble Mine skill, into Soul. Countercharge 1. Welstra skill, attack. Then Welstra skill, operate a product card. Operate maximum. Weakening Vanguard power. To 0 power. Then maximum skill, counterblast 1. I return Fry Heights to hand. Superior Call, Fry Schutz Maximum. Welstra skill plus 5,000 power. 23,000 power to 0 power. The attack goes through. Twin Drive, first check. Yes, critical trigger, just what I needed. Critical to Vanguard, power to maximum. Crit up and power up. Second check. Yeah, double criticals, lucky me. Critical to Vanguard. And power 2, hold on. My opponent will be at 4 damage, so I think I'm gonna just give all critical and power to Fry Schutz Maximum. In the event my opponent has a perfect guard in hand, 2 damage to opponent. Boom! Damage check first. Front trigger. Front power to 10k. Second check. Critical trigger. Critical to Vanguard and power up is back to 20k now. Maximum attacks the Vanguard, 43k, 2 criticals. Perfect guard. I think I made the right call, forcing him to give up perfect guard, so the attack may have failed, but now maximum goes back to order zone. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the Great 3. Chakrabarti Divine Dragon Nirvana. Ryu skill. Searching deck for Virina and adding to hand. He calls, hey, stop gonna overdress. Vanguard to Vanguard. Skill adding power. The hand must have too many important cards. 23k. No guard, gonna take it. Only double critical can destroy me. First check. No, not a critical trigger, come on! So lucky. Here comes second check, come on, no criticals. Safe, but a grade 4. Here comes. Ow! Damage check first. No trigger, Bubble Mine. Second check.
Damage check.
No trigger, maximum. Here comes 33k from Virina Expecta. Double card of 2 criticals, 43k. Guard. Kachink. Safe. That was a close one. And my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Perfect guard, nice. It's time to Persona Ride Blitz CEO Welstra. Here we go. Persona Ride! Blitz CEO Welstra, power up and draw. Draw trigger. I'm going to move Nuna to the back row. I call Fry Heights to the rear guard. Call. Fry Heights skill. Counterblast 1. Discarding a draw trigger from my hand. Searching my deck for another copy of my Vanguard or a product card. Adding Fry Schutz Maximum to hand. Then, additional effect, sending it to the order zone. Then I call one more Fry Height. Call! Not activating its effect this time. That ought to do it. Yep, going to the battle phase. Fry Heights on the left. On the right, attacks the Vanguard. Skill activated. Soul Blast 2, Soul Blast. Operator prop card. Operating. Fry Schutz Maximum. Maximum skill. Retiring Expecta from rear guard. And reducing power. Not activating skill. Skill of CEO Welstra plus 5,000 power. Guarding with 15k shield, 23k, just enough. Alright, next, my left side, Fry Heights attacks the Vanguard, unboosted, 20k. Skills, Soul Blast 2, Soul Blast, Operator prop card. Operating, Fry Schutz Maximum. Weakening Vanguard power. And Counter Blast. Counter Blast, returning the right side Fry Heights to hand. Superior Call Fry Schutz Maximum to the front row. 20k to 3k. Welstra skill plus 5,000 power. The attack goes through. Boom! Damage check. Ah! Heal trigger, so lucky. Cannot heal, but he gets his power back to 13k. Welstra attacks the Vanguard, 33k. Skill Welstra, Operator prop card. Operating Fry Schutz Maximum. Maximum skill. Weakening Vanguard power. Counter Blast. Setting Fry Heights to hand. Superior Call Fry Schutz Maximum. Double Maximum successfully deployed. Welstra skill, another 5,000 power. 38,000 power to Vanguard. Over trigger. Over trigger, less to worry about. Twin drive, first check. No trigger, perfect guard. And second check. Yes, heal trigger, lucky me. Healing 1 point of damage. Healing, power to the right side maximum. Power up. The attack may have failed, but now my right side maximum, the left side maximum. So left side maximum to Vanguard, 41,000 power. The attack goes through. Boom! Damage check. No trigger, 6 damage, I win, GG. That was a pretty good match. I could have tried out the cards in the deck pretty well. Not all the new cards, but this deck was still working pretty smoothly, and I got to make the kind of moves I wanted. So I got win, double critical, double trigger, attack 40 more power, did a Persona right, 6 turns pass, did a Superior Call, and retired 5 more closing units, got 2150 VP, 431,000, 175 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight, returning to fight menu, back to the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu, back to main menu to edit deck menu. With that, deck's been built, Cardfight is explained, and I just finished testing the deck out in front of you. So first I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And at that I say, goodbye, and see you all soon.